Hi, I'm MC, the Executive Director of Zeldathon. We're making some video uploads here on the channel to cover our original marathons, our most old marathons that no longer have a full archive. Stuff that we can't really say, hey, you want to watch this old marathon? Here's the footage. Because all we really have at this point are screenshots, photos, some various video clips, and some screen grabs from some of our viewers. And so we'll show you what we have, but we'll also give you a little bit of a narration of what the event was like. And, you know, this was our third marathon. So the first marathon happened. We kind of didn't want to do another one. The second event came and went because of a senior project. And then we kind of said, you know, that was fun. $3,000. Wouldn't that be nice if we could do it again and maybe raise more? And, you know, there was some doubt in people's minds, including Zach, one of the original two. You know, me and him were the original two at that first Zeldathon. He was like, I don't think we're going to raise $3,000 again, dude. It was a fluke. And I said, hey, you know what? We're going to try. And we did. And we put on another event because we just wanted to do another and try to do it up even better. It was a 5-day marathon this time, so we were breaking out of doing 3 days. We did 5 days. That's December 27th, 2010 to January 1st, 2011. And fantastically, this was our first marathon with an international attendee. At this point, we were talking to more people in our community because we were starting to get a community, people who knew us and liked us and, you know, had also, you know, followed some of us from other communities like Silver did. And Silver, the silly Swede, as you can tell, is from Sweden. And he was a good friend of mine. And, you know, he'd been talking like, I would like to come to Zeldathon someday. And we said, well, why don't we do that? Why don't you come to Zeldathon for the American Diabetes Association, Zeldathon ADA? And Silver was able to come and be part of the event. And that was super fun. And, you know, he became a staple of what we've done to this day.
It has given us about $15 so far, so, you know, did someone donate for him to do this? To do what? For Silver to act out? Actually, yes.
Yeah.
Sort of. Well, for him to act out Wolf, like, yes, everything else, someone did donate for that.
It was really exciting to have the marathon back. We did 5 days this time, and we went the full time. We had a little bit more collective of a crew at that point. We kind of had started to figure out who really wanted to continue being part of Zeldathon, who just came because we were just kind of begging for people to come and help us that second time. And we had a little bit better of a crew, and we did it from my mom's house. You know, I still hadn't moved out at that point, so it was technically my house too. It was in my bedroom, but it was a different bedroom from the first marathon. This one was a little bit bigger. It still was very cramped. It was not a comfortable place overall, you know, to fit, you know, 6-7 people in that room. It was snug. It was intimate, I believe what the word would be. We had a lot of fun times during that marathon. We had some goals. Randy returned after doing his bad romance dance during the second marathon. He danced to Poker Face during the third marathon. We had goals for one of our members, Steph, to date the chat. We threw Alex out a window, I believe, one evening. And we had a lot of fun. We had a lot of singing. We had a live cooking show of waffles, which was, I believe how we framed it was, because we had Silver do that. It was a Swede makes Belgian waffles with Canadian syrup in America. So that was how we talked about the chat. I remember that which was quite humorous.
Do we have game audio yet?
Oh.
Yeah. All right.
That is a good Belgian waffle.
Look at him dying.
And he got it.
Now these marathons were like really, you know, homegrown is the word I would use to say. And during these old marathons, you know, we ran into some logistical issues. For example, when you have this many people in a house, sometimes you run out of toilet paper. And sometimes you run out of toilet paper on New Year's Eve when nothing is open. And so we sent out a raid party of people who, you know, we didn't have cars. We didn't have cars. Who has cars? We were punks, you know, we were like 17 years old, maybe 16. And we sent out a raid party to the local McDonald's, and we thieveried as many napkins as we could without it being obnoxious. I have some regret to the McDonald's Corporation, but I also am glad that we got napkins to last us through the night. We don't have those type of logistical problems anymore. Instead, we're trying to figure out, the best way to do a schedule. We're so far beyond that at this point, but it's heartwarming to think about these old days. We had people chip in for cleanup. Apparently we might have even had a camera of cleanup, like a live feed of that. I don't remember it. I don't have footage of it, but we have some tweets that say that might have happened. So who knows? I don't. Maybe you do. Let us know in the comments. But that's a little bit about Zeldathon for the American Diabetes Association. Zeldathon ADA. It raised $4,001. That's right, $4,001. Whoever donated that extra dollar really did not want the even $4,000. Oh well.
I hope you guys like that. Thank you for the donations. I'd still like to thank Morgan Freeman, just like I did last time, for all my dance moves. I want to thank Silver. His presence brought me power. He brought me power. I felt him channeling through me as I was out there. I just want to say thanks, guys. Good night.